Okay, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, and welcome back to Critics News with another hot update. If you have not followed us on the social media handles, we are on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. Okay, thank you very much for checking us out. I want to use this opportunity quickly to appreciate all of you that have followed us on the social media handles. Okay, God will bless you. And if you've not, please do that, or you can follow me through the link on the description, because a lot of you are still asking, where do I contact you, where is your handle? I want to send you messages through the comment section of YouTube and YouTube. So go to Facebook, like the page, go to Instagram, like the page also, or follow me on Twitter. We there on all these platforms. What is going on? By now we are supposed to have at least 10k followers on Facebook, but no, people are being stingy with the with the like and follow. Anyways, straight to the point. There is a lot of confusion over Twitter in Nigeria now. Some say go ahead and tweet, some say don't tweet too. And the worst part is that they say that the Donald Trump that was calling Nigeria a shithole country is congratulating Nigeria because they banned Twitter. I say, wow, that's good. Why? Because Donald Trump, he's a very selfish person. As far as I'm concerned on this particular issue, he's very, very selfish. You know, when Donald Trump was in power, our people were saying, oh, Donald Trump, oh, the Messiah, oh, if Donald Trump leaves the White House, we are finished. We will crash it. This world will end. How far today? How far? So, Donald Trump, you know that this Twitter is where IPOB lives. Twitter is where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing his message to the world through that handle. But now he's condemning it because it affected him. You see the interest. He is a very selfish man. He doesn't have your interest at heart. I must be sincere to you. If he's trying to ban free speech and freedom of expression, that is what it means. That he could also ban them too. So is this a so you want to come back to White House and you want to ban Twitter, which means if he comes back, he will ban all the social media handles. They smell. All these ones are greedy people in power. You are now shaking, you are appreciating Buhari, dead man, shithole man, because of your selfish gain. Say shame unto you, Donald Trump there. Shame unto you. They say Donald Trump congratulates Nigeria for Twitter ban. Says more countries should do the same because they banned him out of his own greed. He wants to stay in power. If he were to be an African man, he would be in power by now. If he were to be in Africa, he would remain in power by now because he will bribe people up and down and and remain in power. But thank God he's Obodoyibo. He can't remain there and he won't remain and he will never come back to White House. Because some of you will say, oh, Donald Trump, if he come back now, we then give you waiting. Forget, don't trust on your child. They still collect bribe. Today, former President of America, Donald Trump, issued a statement supporting the Nigerian government decision to suspend Twitter activities in the West African country. Congratulations to the country of Nigeria, who just banned Twitter because they banned their president, he said in a statement. You can imagine. The ex-president also encouraged other countries to follow in Nigeria's footsteps and ban Twitter and Facebook because they banned him. Okay? More countries should ban Twitter and Facebook for not allowing free and open speech. All voices should be heard, which means he's against, because it all started with this Biafra problem. So which means that Donald Trump does not care. All the time he was in office, he never mentioned Biafra one day. He never mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He never mentioned the genocide. Why didn't he recognize it? And we are falling, some of you where I say, oh, Donald Trump, we will bring you Biafra. For where? For these people are scam. It's a big scam, full time. You don't know now. All voices should be heard. In the meantime, competitors will emerge and take hold. Who are they to dictate good and evil if they themselves are not evil? Perhaps I should have done it while I was president, okay? Okay, but Zuckerberg kept calling me and coming to the White House for dinner, telling me how great I was. 2024, he added. So Mark Zuckerberg was playing through Donald Trump like football. Trump's approval is coming days after Nigeria suspended Twitter indefinitely. The government made the judgment days after the Twitter deleted Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari's tweet for violating its abusive behavior policy and several calls by Nigerians to take it down. His tweet threatened punishment on secessionists in the southern part of the country and all that and blah 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 blah. Although the Nigeria president via his spokesman later declared that the statewide ban on Twitter was only a temporary measure to curb misinformation and fake news, new directives suggest otherwise. The government ordered broadcasting media to delete their Twitter accounts and stop using the platform as a news source on Monday, which further confirms a ploy to stifle free speech and enforce censorship. In compliance to the above directive, broadcasting stations are hereby advised to deinstall Twitter handles and desist from using Twitter as a source UGC of information gathering for news and programs presentations, especially phoning an excerpt of the statement thread. On the other hand, Trump has been on the receiving end of the note, one but two bans. In early January, he was permanently banned from Twitter after instigating the violent invasion of the U.S. Capitol. Twitter cited concerns over the risk of further incitement of the violence. Okay, and they said that he was subsequently suspended indefinitely on Facebook. Last Friday, the social media juggernaut announced its decision to reconsider Trump's suspension in 2 years, which start counting from January. At the end of this period, we will look to experts to assess whether the risk to public safety has receded. We will evaluate external factors, including instances of violence, restrictions on peaceful assembly, and other markers of civil unrest. If we determine that there is still a serious risk to public safety, we will extend the restriction to a set period of time and continue to re-evaluate until that risk has receded. Vice President for Global Affairs and Communications at Facebook, Nick Clegg, said, when the suspension is eventually lifted, there will be a strict set of rapidly escalating sanctions that will be triggered if Donald Trump commits further violations in future, up to including permanent removal of his pages and accounts. So this is it. This is why Trump is supporting these evil people, because of his own selfish interest, which means he doesn't have the interest of the poor masses that are crying out, that cried out to Twitter to take it down. It's a shame unto him. But Donald Trump, but Joe Biden has said that they should reverse. America has warned that they should reverse that Twitter immediately. It's not about talking. These American people, this Joe Biden and the rest and likes of them, you people are failure too. You people are failing to do the needful. See what is happening in Nigeria. See killings going on. But you people have turned blind eye. And you having ear problems like deaf people. You can't see, you can't hear. Upon all the whole write-ups, tagging and all that. They say the United States of America has again urged the President Major General Muhammadu Buhari to rethink and rescind the Twitter ban in Nigeria. The message was conveyed by a top American official and senior diplomat who is the current administrator of U.S. Agency for International Development, Samantha Power. Power, in a tweet on her verified handle on Wednesday, wrote, there are nearly 40 million Twitter users in Nigeria, and the country is home to Africa's largest tech hub. The suspension is nothing more than state-sanctioned denial of free speech and should be reversed immediately. Keep it on. Recall that the federal government, through its official office of the Minister of Misinformation and Culture, Laya Mohammed, had banned Twitter. Much later, the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, had criminalized anyone accessing the microblogging site through any other means, even though he logged on to Twitter to deactivate his account on Tuesday. Prominent Nigerians had continued to tweet, saying the ban is against free speech and fundamental human rights. Now, let me play you a short clip of Lai Mohammed while taking a side with Trump because they banned the Twitter. He's now happy. You are now a friend to Trump because it has affected the both of you. You all are evil, I must tell you. Yeah.
Donald Trump has congratulated Nigeria, if that means anything. That's what he ought to have done. But that's just by the way.
Right. You see, I just wanted to show you that short clip. And Donald Trump has, congratulated Nigeria. So that's a big deal. Shameless people. If it's in UK, we they say Donald Trump has congratulated UK. Shameless people. You people can't rise up to become human beings on your own. Always depending on countries. Nonsense. Let me play you this one that they are saying that we should continue to tweet, that there is no problem. This is PDP caucus.
For appointment as commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in accordance with paragraph 14 of part 1F of the third schedule of the 1999 Constitution as amended of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay, guys, sorry. This is where they want to where they want to inaugurate Loretta Onochi as INEC chairman, INEC commissioner. I see. How can Loretta Onochi be INEC commissioner? The guy, yeah, you can imagine what is going on. Can you imagine? Let's see. Let's listen.
Number 1, Professor Mohammed Sani Kalla, Commissioner from Katsina State. Number 2, Loretta Onochi, Commissioner from Delta State. Number 3, Professor Kulle Cornelius Ajayi, Commissioner from Ekiti State. Number 4, Saidu Abur Ahmed, MNI, Commissioner from Jigawa State. Number 5, Professor Sani Muhammad Adam, Commissioner, North Central. And number 6, Dr. Baba Bila, Commissioner from the Northeast. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the purpose of this motion on the order paper is for the request of Mr. President Commander-in-Chief to be referred to the appropriate committee for further legislative action.
It's not when we have passed the evil forest that the demon will still catch us. Mr. President, in seconding this motion, we had dealt with the matter of the nomination of Loretta Onochie. So we feel surprised that the same name has resurfaced, no longer as a national commissioner, but now as a Delta State commissioner. Mr. President, reluctantly, I second the motion that these nominations be referred to the relevant committee for action, and we shall meet in Philippi.
Thank you very much, Minority Leader. But before I put the question, let me clarify an issue. The nominees are not state resident electoral commissioners. They are national commissioners. And there was no change of request. So they are not resident electoral commissioners. I think we need to clear that air. And thank you very much for seconding. Our distinguished colleagues, those in favor of the motion that the Senate do consider the request of Mr. President CNC for the confirmation of the nomination of the listed persons, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. And the request of Mr. President CNC is referred to the Committee on INEC to report back within 2 weeks.
All right. You see, Loretta Onochie is now is going to become INEC That one that is staying with the president in Asorok, fighting against Biafra from, so she's from a Delta state. Maybe you are fighting against Biafra from Delta state. She wants to become. So these people does not, they don't understand what is going on, that Nigeria needs to break up, that Nigeria needs to break. You are talking about 2023 elections. May God help us, Sha. We shouldn't get there. We shouldn't even get to 2022 talking about one Nigeria. Anyways, I was trying to play something. I didn't know it was a wrong one, but PDP, the National Assembly Minority Caucus to Nigerians, said, keep using Twitter. There is no law against it. Okay, so I want to also advise you on that. Don't be caught up with this as a poor person, as a normal citizen. Let the big ones be caught up. All those senators, House of Assembly, bishops, pastors, those be big ones. Let them jail them first. Because if they catch you, before you can explain, police would have put you inside the boot, and that would become another story entirely. Okay, let me know what you think about it. They say you should keep tweeting. So, or you even use VPN and change your location, maybe to Ghana or Togo or US or New York. Anywhere you feel like. You can now change location now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remain blessed and God bless you.